Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes, and you can tell from the thumbnail that we're going to talk about Rachel Reeves, but nothing to do with her budget, nothing to do with her plans, nothing to do with anything, except the fact that she's a liar and she's rather inept. Because it seems that people have been looking into her background. Do you remember she claimed she worked for the Bank of England and she was an economist and all these other weird and wonderful claims on her very, very magical made-up CV. Because colleagues of hers from the Bank of England have described her in a very colourful manner. Now, I apologise in advance about the language. It's not my words, it's theirs. But the words they used to describe her performance while at the Bank of England, well, one described her as having a reputation for being, and his words, fucking useless. Like I say, not my words. But her biography, the sort of CV thing that she sends out to all these organisations and that prior to turning up to give speeches or meetings or whatever, it says that previously she worked as an economist for the Bank of England and for the British Embassy in Washington and for Halifax Bank of Scotland. Turns out that's not entirely accurate and indeed is rather made up. One would even go as far as to say it's a lie. Because she did not do any such thing. She's constantly being praised for having this an economist brain. But if that's an economist brain, then economists must be fairly stupid because she's fairly stupid. But then she's not actually an economist. Her time at Halifax Bank of Scotland came in the midst of the financial crisis, 2008, for a couple of years afterwards. And when economies were falling and, and down on their arse, it was those at the bottom that were suffering the most pain. Some people lost their sense of pride. Some just lost their jobs. And it's created an atmosphere where people at the time were very resentful of Rachel Reeves, and they felt that some of her decisions were pretty poor. But she wasn't making those decisions as an economist. No. Despite her claim she worked as an economist for the Bank of Scotland, that wasn't what she was doing. She worked in the compliance team. Compliance? No. That's technical and ranking area, isn't it? No, she worked in the complaints team. So when somebody's printer ran out of paper or ink, or a customer phoned up moaning about their mortgage had gone out twice or something, IT matters, small projects, that sort of thing, complaints department, not an economist. So look at me. I've got a doctorate in economics. No. She worked in the complaints department. What a lying, two-faced cow. Unbelievable. It's as far from the economics department as you can possibly get. Deary me. And then, of course, in 2009, just after the crash, Bank of Scotland was bought out by Lloyds Bank, and she was fired as being unnecessary because they already had their own complaints department. Fired from the complaints department, but claims she was an economist. And now she's running the country's economy. Do you feel good about this? Do you feel safe? How's your pension? Thanks a lot. Bye.